the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the USC Trojans and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. He has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Trojans headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Singleton. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll run it again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. The run inside. It's Miller. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Looking for space. It's Jordan. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. To the air. It's Mayava. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
When I have all that speed on the field, I got to find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. Which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man coverage, you can see that guy can win on that play.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Pulls it in. It's Mosley. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the 1st down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
The Trojans decide to use their 1st timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Trojans have their offense in high gear. Wants to keep it in the air. Over the middle, it's Williams. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give on the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Miller with the ball. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, USC! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. Still on his feet at the 40. Off and running. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Makes the quick grab. Runs through a tackle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
The hardest thing to do in college football is tackle in the open field. These guys are so fast, so elusive. You just want to get them on the ground. You see the swing and the miss there. It leads to extra yards. So hard for a defense to get those guys on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Mayaba. Finds his man. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Keeps it on the draw. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. Hard running. Just dismissing tackles. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Delayed handoff. It's Jordan. Powers through the defender. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. He'll return it. Gives him the big stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Tight end now in motion. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Mayaba. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Fights off a defender. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Goes to the option. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And we got our first break of the game, right? First break of serve. You've seen 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. And finally, the defense makes a play in this football game, forcing the 4th down, now getting the ball back to your offense, and hopefully they can stay hot.
Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside, it's Jordan. Shakes off the defender. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Mayava. Zings it complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it go. And the pass down the left side. Diving, caught.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. Breaks the tackle.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. And they'll get him down after a solid return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Fighting off the defender. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give is to Miller. Finding some room. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Rushes on him. They got him. Great pressure on this defense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He's looking downfield to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Might have a chance. Running through contact. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. The Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The run inside. It's Jordan. He breaks a tackle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Offense gets set for second down. Keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, a really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Runs through the tackle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The Trojans use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Mayava. Throws for the tight end. Snagged on the outside, it's Bowman. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there and let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Quick completion on the out route. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. Looking to throw. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Brown wants to pass. Floats it out in space. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here comes the heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Here's a heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
That is a cannon shot, and it's headed out of bounds.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got the tight end. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. You'd think they would have had a good To down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. And this one's not working, he'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down, no harm, no foul.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Makes a grab and room to run. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. And these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
And the Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Miller. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. To throw, it's Mayava. Got his man out of the backfield.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Miller. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Kane. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Running inside, it's Cobb. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down, and they got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football, but this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Makes the grab. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. they'll run the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete to the right. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's complete to the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Brown wants to pass. Throwing right. Picked off to stop the threat. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll send the back in motion. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the penalty, they'll snap it on 3rd and 7. There's some room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Trojans.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. It's Nimrod. And he'll be brought down. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Can't get him to the ground. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Kane. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the irons out.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Going to the ground. Plows through the defense. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Miller with the ball. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.